Dropping that knowledge on you.
I could not make this shit up.
With Kev Nash.
Oh, Hercules.
DJ Killer Kev.
Boss.
And A Dizzle.
Let me tell you, boys, you can't make that shit up.
The inside. Real deal, straight up.
Are you crazy?
Hottest stories from the world of hip hop.
This is ludicrous.
It's the big boss, Rick Ross.
What up? It's your boy, Young Jeezy. This is 50 Cent.
Sports.
Some of those dunks were the most incredible dunks I've ever seen.
And what's popping in the DYT.
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up.
Here's Kev Nash, DJ Killer Kev, and A Dizzle.
Last one of the year, last one of 2023. You Can't Make This Up podcast. Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
A Dizzle.
Episode
373 episodes.
We out here, man. So let's just jump into it because obviously we took a bye week for the holiday, so we got so much to get into. But we always got to check in with the squad. Fellas, how was the week?
Shit, 2 weeks it feels like. No, it was good. Had a good 2 weeks. Christmas parties at work, gift exchanges. The kids hooked your boy up with some LeBrons for Christmas.
Okay.
Ooh.
They are of that age. They are of that age
you
to
know
start
what I'm
getting
saying?
you gifts.
Yeah, they took care of Pop, so I
Them
appreciate
the new
it.
joints?
Yeah, you know, I ain't no shoe guy. I don't know.
I
like
think those are the new joints.
those
Hold on.
are.
Hold them to the side. Do the side angle. Oh, yeah.
You official tissue. Oh, okay. You getting
Yeah.
back out there, bro?
Oh, you know, I might put a couple shots up. With these, but really good Christmas. Everybody taken care of. The kids got what they wanted. Got announced officially as the edible owner at our Christmas party. So starting tomorrow.
Boss.
Yeah, super excited about what's next. I'm about to holler at radio stations and schools, and time to get this boss thing rolling. So, but we super excited about it. So that was announced. My mom and
Anybody get too drunk at the Christmas party? Them be getting wild. Y'all was turned.
Yeah, so I wasn't supposed to DJ. They asked me to bring my stuff and just play some music. We was gonna be chilling, eating, playing some games, and like 30 minutes into it, I kept going over there checking the mix. And I might have played one request and put a mix back on, and then before I knew it, I was like, "Preach, Young Dolph!" It was going crazy. So, but we all got fucked up pretty good. It was I had to work the next day with like 3 of the people that was there, and I got there early, and I watched everybody come in like, "Good morning." It was one of those, but we had a great time. My mom and pop celebrated their 20th wedding anniversary on the 27th, so that was super nice. They got to spend a full day together and do all that. I got them some edible arrangements since I know somebody. So, but other than that, man, I'm getting ready for 2024 and new beginnings.
No doubt. Real quick on the Christmas party announcement, like, take us there. How did it happen? Like,
so me and Sam really didn't even know that was happening like that. We knew it was coming, but we didn't know when. And Chad wanted to go ahead and get to it. He wanted to, make a Facebook announcement, and while we had some friends and family in the building, we knew it was coming, but we just didn't know when. So like my wife wasn't there because she was coming off of a cold. The other owner wasn't there. He was out with family. So it was kind of like a spur of the moment thing that Chad wanted to do, but he was ready to announce that, they're moving to Silent Partners, and me and Sam will be the face of Edible. So,
dope.
Congrats.
Super excited.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
Like Dizzle said, man, y'all was super turned, man. I seen the lives, man. Y'all was going in.
Yeah, it got there quickly. Sam was mad at me for sweating her hair out at a Christmas party that wasn't supposed to be that. So,
how big is this place? Because y'all was in there.
Oh yeah, we make it. It's a big enough place for you kick back. We're talking about doing some maybe some dip and sips. Some couple nights, some after hour stuff that we'll be branding off to. Since I know a DJ and Sam used to be a bartender, so. We definitely got those lanes covered, but
ring my bell when that goes down. Ring my bell, bro, for sure.
Definitely got you for sure. For sure.
Kev,
Let's go.
how was it for you, man?
Oh man, this was probably top 5 holidays of all time for me.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, you know.
All for the gift, huh?
Yeah, that too. That's definitely up there.
Yeah.
But no, you know, dating back, you know, obviously I've been living down here since I was 18 years old. So, you know, the years of just, you know, from going up to Cleveland or back home for Cleveland for the whole holiday break when you let out of school to, you know, now going up for weeks at a time for the holidays and everything. This time we went up to Cleveland, got to spend some extended time with my grandmother, something I really don't get a chance to do like that. You know, normally when I go home for the holidays, it's really just like I see her on maybe that whole day of Thanksgiving or, you know, Christmas Day or something like that. But I got to hang out with my grandmother for an extended period of time for 3 days in a row, something
Nice.
I haven't done in quite some time. So that was cool. You know, just hearing my grandmother tell stories about how, you know, they used to live in California and making that drive from California back to Cleveland, you know, hearing stories like that and just, you know, some jewels from grandma. It was cool and, you know, put a smile on her face for the holidays and everything like that. That was super cool. Spending some extended time with my mom, something, you know, talk to my mom basically every single day, FaceTime, text all day. You know, my mom's is on Instagram, so she's sending me funny videos or whatever. So like we communicate on a daily basis, but like actually seeing her, hanging out with her for that many days in a row, uninterrupted. Because normally when we go home for the holidays, it's a whole bunch of bouncing around. And this year it was really just 3 areas that we spent the holiday. You know, we spent the time at my mom's house, my sister-in-law's house, and I got to go see my pops for an extended period of time. So it was really super family oriented, and we got it all in like 3 to 4 days. So we came back Christmas night. So I've been off work for a long time. So I got to do the Christmas thing and see the family thing. And I also got to do the staycation thing. And oh my gosh, staycation has been top. Staycation. Look, I'm down for the vacations. I'm down for the trips to, you know, Miami, to DR, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Hawaii, New York, Chicago. I'm down for all that. But man, I haven't done a staycation like this ever.
Yeah.
But the TV watching, whole bunch of movie watching. We watched Issa Rae's show Rap Shit on HBO. We watched 2 seasons in a day and a half. Like that's the going, man. We was
couch potatoes.
Couch potato, naps in the middle of the day, eating, drinking, whatever we want, just not caring about nothing, not replying to no work emails, people from work calling my phone, letting it go straight to voicemail, not giving a F. It was great. Yeah. And then on top of that,
let's give a round of applause because that should be lovely.
Yeah. Man, it's been A1, but you know, and then my brother came through and got your boy a PS5 for Christmas.
Hey.
I guess I'm back into this gamer world, man. I guess I'm back.
What games you got?
I have one game. I have Madden 24.
Okay.
Taking baby steps with this. You ain't tell me this shit was you can't pass on these video games no more.
One mistake and it's interception.
You better start on rookie level.
Yeah. Or play online. Play online because what they do is they match you up with like, you know, the skill level is matched. So you're not going to be going up against no. Exactly. What else? You get anything else?
Yeah, wifey got me, of course, some sneaks. They're in here somewhere. I don't even. Oh, I got says Kill out here showing his joints. You know, I found this on his right. It's some Jordan 2. Wifey hooked me up. Shouts out to the wife. Mom's went a little OD. Because you know, mom's is retired, so I'll be telling her like, you don't have to worry about Christmas gifts for me and all that type of stuff. But she always makes sure she come through. So she made your boy a bourbon cake that was slapping. She also hooked me up with multiple pairs of pajamas because so I opened the joints in the pair of pajamas she got me like 3 years ago. I got kind of sick of seeing you wear the same pajamas every single time you come home. Like they got holes in them in the whole 9 yards. I was like, Mom, I'm not gonna buy my own pajamas. So she got me like 2 pairs of pajamas, some nice slippers and everything like that. Mom's always come through in the clutch. But yeah, I'm a gamer again, I guess.
Oh, you out here.
I guess.
Just let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready. I was playing Madden yesterday, man.
Oh man, everybody looking for. My cousin told me, he's like, man, let me know, because I guess you can do cross play. You can play Xbox people and PlayStation people can play. And I told him, man, you just looking for easy wins, dog. That's all it is. You just looking for an easy dub. I'll say this: it's been 10 years since I played video games like that. A lot has changed. Yeah. A lot has changed.
Wait till you see that Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, because
almost bought it.
My homeboy got that, and the wife comes home at least once a week asking, can we go to my friend's house so she can play Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. So she definitely wants a PlayStation bad, and I hope she doesn't see this episode.
And so my brother got me the one that doesn't have discs, so you download all the games. Does it normally take that long to download a game?
Yeah, it depends. Don't even think about getting Grand Theft Auto. You'll be downloading that shit for a full day, even on the good internet. Like some of these games are just so got so much storage needed. It take a while.
How much space does an average PlayStation have to be able to just download only?
That's a great question. I have about maybe 8 games downloaded. Like GTA. There's a couple free games you could probably download. If you heard of like Fall Guys, Fortnite. These are like free games you could just download and hop right on. But you can probably get about 5 to 8 games, just depending on what type of game you're playing.
If you max out that downloading capacity, does the system start running like a maxed out computer?
Nah. Okay. You can get an external hard drive, and you can rack up as many games as the hard drive can hold, and it still should run good. My PlayStation, so I got the PlayStation like the day it dropped, camping out outside of Target, and now my PlayStation is turning off on its own. I'll be playing the game, and just randomly it will shut off, and then I have to unplug it, plug it back in. So,
is it getting too hot, or?
I think it's getting too hot, but I've took it apart, cleaned it. I looked online, it said it can capture dust, and I got 3 dogs, so I'm sure it's dog hair all in the air, and it's getting some of that. But we're gonna see, man. I think I've had it for 3 years now since it came out. So
I'm asking questions like, how about to buy one?
Yeah, you asking all my questions, bro. Dizzle, how was your holiday, man?
Shit was cool. Shit was real chill. Me and my wife, we open our gifts as they come. I think next year we're gonna do the actual Christmas tradition with the little one getting a little bit older and knowing what's going on.
So y'all open gifts in front of little man. He was just sitting there chilling.
I don't know where he was at actually. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Some gifts just wasn't from us. He got some clothes, little teething things. So yeah, he had a good Christmas as well. The grandparents racked him out, and it's almost to the point to where we don't got to get him no gifts because they get him so many gifts. Every time we take him somewhere, they got him something else. So they're just super excited. Even my dad don't be buying. I can remember the only gifts my dad would give us growing up was money. He didn't take no effort into going to the store, copying this and that. Nah, he just handed us a wad of cash, and we were happy with it. But he's getting the little one actual items and gifts. I'm like, this is unlike you, nigga. What is this?
That's what I did with my kids this year, because you know how it's always that one Christmas in your teens where you just want cash so you can go do your own thing. My oldest used to be 16 in a few weeks, and then my middle child's 15, so they right there. My middle child, she gonna have her money for 6 months. My oldest gonna be broke in a week, but cashed them out with a cash app and some other stuff. So that was that Christmas for them this year. So.
Yeah, I remember one year, me and my older brother, he's a few years older than me. My dad gave us an option. He said, "Here's a wad of cash for one of y'all, and the other one can get my bucket of quarters." So we don't know how much is in the quarters, but it was a big ass one of those water jugs.
Yeah.
Yep. I got the quarters, and I forgot how many. It got to be at least like $600 something worth of quarters, because he used to just stack that shit up. I used to steal the quarters, go to Dollar Tree, get some snacks. He'll never know. At least I didn't think he knew. But yeah, Christmas was cool. I think I got sick again.
Oh,
I was sick. I was sick over right after Thanksgiving. I think I might have had COVID. Now that I'm looking back on it, like I had all the symptoms, and then for whatever reason, man, the last couple of days, I think I had the sniffles, felt a little tickle in my throat. So back on bed rest. Got to go back to work on Tuesday. That shit crazy.
But Buffy, I got that. I gotta go back to work. Look,
look, man. If the bosses are watching, I love my job.
Right.
I just been off for 2 weeks. Like, I've had a real good time being off work. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I'll leave it at that, man. But man, we got so many topics to get into, so many. So let's just jump into it. So for at least for me, the biggest story of the week, the weeks, Dr. Umar Johnson. He was on Joe Budden podcast, and he talked about a lot of stuff, as Dr. Umar is known to do. But one of the things that stood out to me was he said Eminem could never be considered the GOAT at rapping because he's white. It's an insult to every black person on earth. What do y'all think of Dr. Umar's comments about
Eminem? I think that's facts. I mean, hip hop is a culture that, was started by black folks. How can a outsider come in and be the greatest at something that's not a part of his culture? Yes, sir. You got questions?
Tiger Woods ain't the greatest at golf.
Is golf white culture?
Hell yeah. You can't go. It's still golf courses today you can't probably go to if they don't want you there for sure.
Okay. So my argument with that is a sport and an art are looked at differently. Sports, you're going head to head against somebody. You're keeping score. You can't take away someone's win. But if you're talking about an art, which is what's it, subjective, objective? It's in the eye of the subjective. Okay, yeah, you can't. It's like an Irishman going to Africa and being the best drummer or something. Like you can't do that. Like you can't do that. You can't cross culture. Like Eminem can be the GOAT of apple pie baking. That's white culture is baking apple pies.
Me being mixed with, I don't agree with this at all. Quit acting like Vanilla Ice wasn't the hottest in '90.
He cannot be the best rapper, man. It's just, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all.
Well, so I would just say he can be up there, and rap doesn't have to, because it was founded and started by black people. It don't have to be inclusively just for them. Eminem is definitely up there, and just because he's white don't make him not up there, in my opinion.
For me, first off, I don't think Eminem is the GOAT, but I think Eminem is definitely top 10 for sure, to play it safe. But, the term GOAT is so usually used nowadays. Like, he's a GOAT. Well, no, it means greatest of all time, but that's neither here nor there.
LL Cool J coined, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you talk about Eminem, like we're talking about Eminem here. We're not talking about, like Killer said, Vanilla Ice or One Hit Wonder. We're not talking about Everlast. We're not talking about House of Pain. We're not talking about none of them. We're not talking about any random white rapper. We're not talking about what's dude name with the pink hair.
Macklemore.
Him too. Him either. We're not just picking some random white rapper and saying deeming him the greatest of all time. We picking a dude that got hit records, got the album sales, got the respect, got the battle skills. We talking about Eminem. That's who we talking about. So I think it's a slight to Eminem to say, oh man, you couldn't be considered as one of the GOATs simply because you're not black. I think that Eminem has shown nothing but respect to the hip hop culture from the day he stepped into it. He's never been, you know what I'm saying, out here, just here being a culture vulture like some people are. Like, he's always paid homage to the ones that came before him. He's paying homage to the newer generation. Like, I mean, Eminem is dope. And I mean, I think sometimes Dr. Umar Johnson makes a lot of good points, but I think like comments like this are just like OD. Like, I just think like, man, I think you kind of out of bounds with this one.
I don't know, man. I understand what he's saying, like, because hip hop is Black culture. Do y'all agree with that? Is it a part of Black culture or is it not? That's where we can start. If y'all don't think it is, then I can see where y'all can say that.
Yeah, it's a part of Black culture, but when this culture is widely accepted, and the reason why these Black people that came up with this culture are able to make millions and millions of dollars is because of white kids in the suburbs. Like, if we strictly depending on the Black people to fund the culture, then you're not making this type of money. Like, we want to talk about like the dudes from that started it back in the 70s and 80s or whatever. They're not making the amount of money that the dudes are today because it was simply in the streets. It was simply Black culture. When, you know, Dr. Dre and the Chronic dropped and it hit the mainstream, that's when it blew up. That's when everybody accepted it. So if you have a white dude that grew up on hip hop music and is speaking about, you know, his personal struggles and is talking to a certain audience and he got skills to go with it, then you're going to get these extra album sales.
So it's like Asian. Y'all heard like Asian trap music?
I have not.
I have.
Can they be considered a goat of hip hop if they have album sales, hella Asian fans, and he's spitting like
not today, but in 50 years of collaborating it, maybe.
See, I don't agree.
You leaving out a key thing about Eminem. He's dope. He's got bars. Like, I think that's like a major key to being even in consideration. Like, he got bars. He ain't like he out here A B C D E F G rapping.
We got a guest that want to say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
She getting ready to go to church.
Bless
I don't see it, man. I saw the other day they called Bad Bunny the king of pop. That don't make no sense to me, man.
I mean, pop is popular music. I mean, I don't know about the king of pop. Like, he's definitely making pop music, and that's popular. But I mean, I think that title was held down by Michael Jackson.
Right.
Right.
Nah,
so
man.
so where is Eminem in your world of like top rappers of all time then?
Top 10. He could be top 10. He can't be the GOAT, but yeah, he got skills. I'm a fan. I was a fan. I mean, I haven't listened to like none of his newer music at all.
So who's your GOAT?
It can be interchanged. Lil Wayne, Jay-Z. Them two. It's between them two for sure.
So why are they your GOAT?
Because they Black.
That's a criteria. Yes. Yes. But no, they got all the skills, the longevity. I honestly don't think Eminem has came out with any good music in years. I haven't heard an Eminem verse that made me run to it in the decade. Like, we talking about a dude that has came out with albums. Can't name 2 songs from any of them.
That's fair. What about you, Killer? Like, give me like 2 of your GOATs.
For me, I would probably say Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. I would say Jay-Z, Lil Wayne.
They've definitely stood the test of time.
Yeah.
They Black. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't disrespect. You don't think it's disrespectful to hip hop, to the culture, to Black people to have Eminem as the best rapper?
Well, I don't think he is the best rapper. I don't think too many people say he is the best rapper of all time. I don't think I've ever ran across somebody that says Eminem is the best rapper of all time. I always hear like, oh man, Eminem is dope. He's definitely up there. he's in the conversation like, hey man, don't sleep on him. He got that shit. Like, I don't ever think anybody's called him the GOAT. But my personal GOAT is Biggie. Like, and I like when we just strictly talking rapping, like I don't think anybody's ever rapped better than Biggie. Now, my favorite person to listen to is probably Jay-Z, but I think Biggie hands down out raps everybody, like easily. Like, because not even just bars, but delivery, style, the whole shebang. I think Big is just next level. I was listening to a Biggie playlist on the drive back for the holidays, and it's still to this day like some of the wordplay I catch now, and like just some of these albums are like 25 years old, and like things I'm still picking up on. Like I just think Big is just like next level to this day.
But we all do agree Eminem is not the GOAT. That's at least
correct.
Not the GOAT.
Okay.
Not the GOAT, but top 10. And when you in the top 10, you can wave your banner. You have your stands.
Right. all the things that you said for Jay-Z and Lil Wayne as to why he's there, Eminem did that too. So he's just not black.
Gotta be black. I'm sorry, man.
Half of me agrees.
All right, man. So much happened in sports. I don't even know where to start. You know what? I do know where to start. Let's start with giving props to the Detroit Pistons, because last night they ended their 28-game losing streaks. That's 64 days of L's. They got it done. They got it done.
They barely won.
Yeah,
they beat the Raptors last night.
They've been winning me lots of money for losing, because that was a guaranteed pick. Like, whoever whoever Pistons is playing, I'm picking the other one. So it was nice to see them get a win. They got a nice young squad that I actually do like to see. So we got to talk about that football today too. I just thought about Detroit. That was terrible. But yeah, but I do think the Pistons, I think they're on their way to improving. We'll say that they're on their way to improving. But that was a long time to be losing, 2 months.
Yeah, I think I saw all the Detroit franchises hold the worst records in each of the respective leagues. Lions, I think then they have a winless season.
Yeah.
The Red Wings hold the record for the NHL's longest losing streak. So I don't know what it is about Detroit, man. They got to get it together.
Some in the water.
Yeah, man. I mean, you talk about yeah, low blow, bro. That was wrong. You think about the Red Wings. I mean, they got Stanley Cup championships in their history. Obviously, Detroit, they won multiple championships in the NBA. To look at franchises like that, to be on a 28-game losing streak, it just speaks of like how the NBA is today, man. It's a situation where they're out here rolling out dudes that probably don't need to be in the NBA, and like the whole tanking culture of the NBA, and like they partying like it's 1999 because they ended their streak. Which they should, because I mean, you finally got off the schneid.
How much of this is on the coach and how much is on the players? Because every time I see a little graphic saying 27 games, 28 games, they showing the coach as if he out there guard niggas, shooting shots. How much you put on them?
They get some of that because they subbing in, they telling who to go in and go out. They creating the starters. Not to say their pot to choose from is worthy of the dub, but they are in control of that, so they get some of that. Is there a floating bear behind you? That was sweet.
That's
the wall. Yeah, okay. You in the room.
Yeah.
If we doing blame chart, majority of it goes to the front office, because this is the decision that they made. They've made the decision to go with a whole bunch of young talent and bank on the future. They're trying to go the OKC route. They're trying to all right, man, maybe one of these dudes, maybe Cade Cunningham will turn into SGA. Maybe Ivy will turn into Jalen Williams. That's what they're betting on. So you made this bet. So majority of the blame goes to the front office. Y'all hold that. Then it dwindles down to the players, because those are the people actually on the court shooting and missing and not playing defense and all that type of stuff. And then the rest of it go to the coach.
Yeah.
Because he the one out there in charge of the whole mess. So, yeah, most of it go to the front office, in my opinion.
Hey, man, I caught my tickets at the right time. I think I only spent a couple $100, and we about to be down there front row. So I will be in Detroit rooting on who? I'm going to root on the Thunder.
Oh, yeah, you get to see SGA. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Giddey?
Not my guy. We still waiting on the news. I ain't heard much from it.
Yeah, it's been low. Speaking of somebody we ain't heard from in quite some time. One, Ja Morant. What's popping with Ja Morant, Dizzle?
Made his return from, what was it, a 15, 20-something game ban for flashing the fire on IG Live. Came back balling. I think they started out 4-0 on his return. I think they might have lost their last game or the last two. But they looking all right. I don't know what he did, but he had a good play and started doing the gun celebration. Somebody said it was like a LSU celebration. He was mocking. I'm here for it, man.
So is Ja, look like.
Ja Wick. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Man, listen, man. Ja is that dude. Hit the game winner in his first game back. Let the crowd know he was that ninja.
Yeah.
Western Conference Player of the Week. He out here balling. But as Ja is prone to do, he steps in dog poop. Like,
I'm with it.
And the rocket launcher. And the rocket launcher, my G.
I'm with it.
I am not with it, dude. I am not with it. Like, you got to know the audience, man. You got to know the audience, dude. Like, there's a million celebrations you could do. You made the decision to go double pistol and rocket launcher. Like,
hell yeah.
No, nigga.
He ain't hurting nobody. Come on, man. We're in America. Hell yeah. Shout out to Ja.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
That shit funny.
So, out of the three of us, who got the most tats? Who's most tatted up out of the three of us?
I would like to think I am.
I got
Killer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5.
I got like
1,
5,
2,
6,
3,
maybe.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I got 10. No, I think I got 12.
So we'll start with you then. What did you think about Zion's new tat?
Horrible. And it looked like, is that his first tattoo? Because I don't think
this is how that's how it looked. It was kind of like this.
That shit wasn't centered. You got all that bread. I don't know, man. Some rich people just don't know what to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
For him to be that rich, no.
When I saw it, my military PTSD kicks in because they make you do everything what's called dress right dress. Everything is uniform, everything is clean, everything is lined up. So when things are a little off-centered, it fucks with my mentals. And when I saw that cross going this way, it was like, uh-oh, it ain't looking too hot.
Was he laying on a table wrong or something like that?
Maybe he wanted it over his heart. That's maybe
it has
thought.
to be. Like, because it's a lion in there, right? It's a lion inside the cross, right? So it's like lion-hearted? Eh?
Oh, it was a gorilla. Oh,
it's a gorilla? Oh, what?
He need to get more.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to fill it out now. Like get the whole chest.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the Wiz Khalifa. Just go ahead and do it all. Just fire it up.
Take some focus off of the first one because that was bad.
Off the placement, because like you're right. Like if it was like in the middle of his chest, like it would look a lot better, or on his back, like it would look a lot better. But it's just like over here somewhere. Like I don't know, he didn't hit the space bar enough times or something. just weird. Gotta send a shout out to Aaron Gordon of the Nuggets. Man, he's out indefinitely with dog bites. I heard he got bit like on the arm and in the face.
Yeah, I heard he got like mauled by a dog. Yeah.
That must be a big dog. Aaron Gordon, what, 6'8"?
Yeah, he's a big dude.
230, 220. Yeah, man. Hopefully he get a speedy return. I didn't notice. I didn't see pictures or anything, but hopefully he recovers because them dog bites ain't no joke.
Yeah, man.
My dog bit me. I was trying to get a what's it called? A oxtail bone out of his mouth. Bad idea. Bit my finger. I thought my finger was gone.
Woo!
Damn.
Yeah, man. We've seen a lot of injuries in the league that aren't like game related. With obviously Aaron Gordon, and then was my boy from 76ers, Kelly Oubre, with the getting hit by a car. It's just like crazy things, man. Crazy things. So over the holiday, Deontay Wilder decided to get his ass back in the ring and got picked up big time. Some dude named Joseph Parker knocked his ass out, knocked his ass down, beat him up right before the holidays. So Deontay Wilder, former heavyweight champion of the world, lost a unanimous decision, man. So what should Deontay Wilder do?
Time to get behind that table with the suit. Time to just talk about the sport you love, because for you to be at who you were at one point, that one was bad. That one was bad.
Yeah.
It's over.
He's 38 years old. I'm trying to see what his record is. I know he lost to Tyson Fury twice or 3 times.
No, he just lost that once.
And then they run it back.
I believe it's just no. They had the split decision, and then he got.
Gotcha. Hey man, I'm looking now. 43, 2-1. That's what Google say. That's a good career.
Yeah, you better hang it up, because I know me. I'm 41. He say 38. I bump into the dresser wrong. I got bruises for 2 days, so I can't imagine getting mollywopped like that in the recovery. That's different at that age.
Yeah, because nobody ever mistook Deontay Wilder for a boxer. He's a fighter. He's a brawler, and like he takes a lot of punishment to land those haymakers. And when you get to your 30s, 35, 38, about to hit 40, you're not as fast as you used to be. You may still have the same amount of power, but like you're gonna take a lot more shots now. And now, you know what I'm saying, being a married man, got kids and all that type of stuff, you want to have all your faculties there, man. So I wish Deontay Wilder the best, man. I think it's time to hang him up, start talking about the sport, get behind a desk and, be that personality that he's always been, because the worst thing that happens to fighters is they hang on too long and they keep getting back in that ring because they like, man, I'm just one fight away, and bing, not yourself no more. So yeah, I want to wish him the best, man. Like, don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
Right.
Also, over the holiday break, the Steelers beat the Bengals again. Killer, y'all got the Chiefs today. Y'all got the Chiefs today at 4:00. Y'all playoff hopes hang in the balance. What were you thinking when the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Cincinnati Bengals, sweeping the Cincinnati Bengals this season? I'm sure you got a lot of phone calls, probably from Smoke. You didn't get one from me because, I'm that type of guy. I don't need to brag about the Pittsburgh Steelers beating the Cincinnati Bengals 2 times this year. I don't need to talk about that. So you can talk about it.
I could go into no Chase and no Burrow talk. I could go into all that. But if you remember correctly, I'm a true fan. If you remember correctly, the first time we played y'all this season, y'all put up like the highest yards y'all put up all year. Like y'all actually beat the shit out of us. So for it to come back around the same way, I was hoping, for other, but in my heart I knew something ain't right with how the Steelers got our number this year. They just flat out got it covered. It's terrible. But I just that put us in a bad spot because I don't see the Chiefs losing 3 straight or whatever it is. And if we do beat the Chiefs, then we got to go beat the Browns to even, get in the playoffs, which those are 2 teams with double-digit wins. So I'm kind of expected, kind of new, but that was an ugly showing of offense for sure.
Yeah, I would say the defense, man. Like, look,
yeah.
I'm a realist, man. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. We stink. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We're not a good football team. But the two good games we did have was versus Cincinnati Bengals, especially on offense. Like, put up 400 yards in that first one, only scored 16 points. But this time we put up the 400 yards and put up 34 points. And those are the only games that they were able to do that. So the common denominator in this situation isn't the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, oh, we found our offense. It's the Cincinnati Bengals defense is god awful. So I think it's gonna be both teams are gonna miss the playoffs. I think both of us gonna be sitting at home watching everybody else play this year.
Lions and Browns in the Super Bowl.
That's what you call it?
I wanna see it.
Joe Flacco.
Flacco fever. That's what they calling it.
Hey man, I don't care about none of that. I just know that both of my fantasy teams are in the championship.
Oh shit! So you got some bread coming.
How much on the line?
I think first place gets about 150 in one league and then 120 in the other league.
What's second looking like though? Because second could be 30.
Second, I think is it's probably like maybe like $50 for each of the leagues.
So I'm trying to get the entry fees back for sure.
Yeah. I'm looking at the dub though. I'm salty because I feel like to win the leagues, it ain't even about how you draft all the way. It's kind of how you GM throughout the season. I picked up Browning. Browning been balling for me, and then I'm salty because I picked up Flacco and didn't know that he was the Thursday game, and the nigga went off, sitting there on my bench.
So who you got starting today?
I got Browning. Starting in one league, and then I think Josh Allen in the other league. Yeah, so I'm looking good. I'm looking
Browning
good.
going against that KC defense.
Chase back, baby.
I'm just saying, Kansas City is built on defense this year, not offense. I think it might. I think you'll do good with one. The other, you might be coming in second place.
I'm thinking though. I think this is the 2 week. I don't like the 2 week championship or playoffs. So
I'm not hip.
So instead of having like 3 or 4 rounds, it only is 2 rounds of playoffs. Only 4 teams make the playoffs. 2 weeks is like one matchup.
Oh.
So it totals your score for 2 weeks. So next week I'm still playing the same person, and they're going to add up the totals of both weeks for the championship.
Oh, yeah,
so the score is going to be 600 to 400 or 600 to 5.
Basically.
Jesus.
Basically.
Man, because like, what if, I don't know, say you had Lamar as your starting quarterback and he plays this week and he balls out and they win this game. Next week he's not going to play because they would have clinched the number 1 spot. So he's going to
you're
going to miss the man. And
your backup.
Oh, you can't put in your backup, or you can put in your.
No,
backup?
You can.
Oh, okay, okay.
Each week you can set your lineup again, but it's all going towards the same total score against your whoever I'm matched up against.
Okay. I thought that
hope
you
you're
was
not playing
locked in
against
with your
CD
lineup.
Lamb.
Woo, let's talk about it. Killer, can you please break down the ending to the Lions and Cowboys game last night where CD Lamb went ham?
Man, so I had, you know me, I had a sports bet out there where I needed St. Brown to score. I needed Lamb to score.
Got both of those.
I needed Dallas to win by 5.5, and I needed over 53. The over 53 shot me. But the end of that game, man, definitely controversial. Definitely, again, another ref-induced situation. But after watching multiple replays of it, it showed, I think the dude's from Vandalia too, matter of fact.
Yeah. Taylor Decker,
Taylor Decker, yeah. He ran onto the field, ran towards the referee. It was 2 or 3 big men over there. It showed him what looked like reporting as eligible. The position, the receiver next to Decker was slightly off of him, so he wasn't on the line. But whole play went down, crossing route. Decker waited, leaked out to the side, caught the pass. 2-point conversion, up by 1 with like 20 seconds left. Mid celebration, a flag comes out, a powwow ensues, and they say no. And then we get like 3 more tries at it. Never once considered going for the tie. We already know that Detroit's coach is like that. He's going to go for the gusto. But ultimately, after 3 or 4, tries and penalties and neutral zone infractions and you name it, it finally got to where Dallas stopped them and got the win. So definitely controversial. It looked like he reported. It looked like everything they did, they did right. And they even, from what I hear, warned the refs pregame about what was coming if it got to that. So for it to be all that and then the refs getting involved, that was terrible, terrible national football coverage of that. That was terrible.
Horrible, man. Horrible.
Yeah.
So we don't need to go into like, oh man, he did report. Look, man, go watch it for yourself.
Yeah.
The simple fact is, man, referees are dog shit in the NFL. They're absolutely horrible. Refereeing in pro sports is terrible. I said this to my guy Kelly. He referees high school football out in Arizona. Now he tells me about like all these rule changes and all the things that he has to do to be, certified to do this. Like it's a hard job, no doubt about it. I wouldn't want the job, but you took the job. And how can you get these things wrong when you have instant replay, like the whole situation with LeBron last night hitting the 3, and they called it a 2, and like you still get it wrong with instant replay. We see instant replay get it wrong all the time. Look, these referees need to be held to a higher standard, man. No, the Detroit Lions didn't lose the game because of this, but you robbed them of an opportunity to win the game. They would have had the lead, like Killer said. Dallas would have got the ball back with like 30 seconds to go with all 3 timeouts. So think about it like this. Not only did you rob, the Lions of the opportunity to win, but shoot, you robbed the fans at home watching, the fans in the stands watching. A great comeback by Dallas. Would have Dak and Dallas were able to go down the field and do a game-winning drive. We got robbed of that, of entertainment as fans. Dak, if he's able to do that, maybe he's back in the MVP discussion. These referees need to be held more accountable, man, because dudes is losing their jobs over these for losing so many games. Dudes is getting cut. Like, these refs is garbage.
So what you think the refs need? We got to put the refs on the podium post game.
Hell yeah! The players got to go up there. The players have to go up there and answer for dropping a pass. The coaches have to go up there and answer for questionable play calls. But the referees, they just scurry off into the bat cave and never to be heard from again.
And this was the same crew that was involved with the Chiefs and Packers game, I believe, that had the there was a pass interference on MVS that was blatant. They missed, which led down to that other play. But I mean, this is the same crew, so we got history of these refs getting involved. So
yeah,
ugly.
It's bad, man. So New Year's Eve, no, not New Year's Eve. Today's New Year's Eve. Tomorrow, New Year's Day, we got the college football playoffs going on. We got Bama and Michigan at the Rose Bowl at 5:00. Who y'all got?
I gotta pick Bama just because.
Correct.
Even though I don't want to. Damn right. Damn right.
I'm gonna go for Bama. Parks, who we had on the episode, has been hitting me up. Already talking his ish. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for Bama. I don't got no horse in this race, so Bama and Texas.
Texas and Washington play at 8:45. Goodness gracious. And the Sugar Bowl tomorrow. Who y'all? You said you got Texas. Killer, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Washington.
I too am going with the Huskies for multiple reasons. One, Michael Penix Jr. is that dude. Been a big fan of him since he played at Indiana. 2, my brother RDP is a Washington Huskies fan, so I want to see my boy happy, and I want to see Washington beat Bama in the chip. Plus, I put $5 down on Washington to win it all. So I need need some money in my pocket. So go Huskies.
Yeah. So what you think about the Florida State and Georgia?
Man, I didn't even watch, bro. I watched maybe a quarter and a half and turned it off. I watched until the Ohio State game, until Devin Brown got hurt, turned it off. I've really been out on college football since they played Florida State, going undefeated and not making the college football playoff. I mean, I knew this was going to happen. Like, all their best players that are going to be getting drafted in the first and second round, opted out. Like,
Yeah.
why would you buy into a system where you do your part, but they tell you, nah, you can't play in the championship? Of course, you're gonna opt out. So you got Georgia, the 2-time defending champs, playing against third stringers. You're not playing versus the backups. You're playing versus the third stringers. Of course, this is gonna happen. So I don't think this is an indictment on what Florida State's season was. I mean, it is what it is. It was a ball game. They got their asses kicked. It is what it is.
Yeah. One thing too that I just be questioning, and it's Ohio State. It's about Ohio State, but they get all these 4- and 5-star recruits.
Yeah.
And then we see, a few big name players. I'm sure it was more than just Marvin Harrison. I'm sure it was, any guy that didn't want to be in that game for whatever reason was out. But to have that kind of showing from your bench per se players.
No, the crazy part about Ohio State, Marv was the only dude to opt out.
Really? Was it?
Mm-hmm. Marv was the only. Well, you got Kyle McCord who opted out because he transferred. So they played Devin Brown, the backup. He got hurt, so you roll out there with the third string quarterback. I mean, once that happened, it was over. It was like, you rolling out there with a true freshman that, look, man, like people
had 5 attempts.
Yeah, like they expect this to be like, Madden. Like, all right, man, you just put a new dude in, you run the offense the same way. No, it doesn't work like that, dude. It doesn't work like that. The third string dude has probably gotten, I don't know. So if you're at practice, especially at a college practice, the starter's getting like 70% of the reps, the backup's getting 20, the third string dude is getting 10.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a true freshman out there, like first game, basically ever. Hey man, go win it for us, man. Doesn't work like that, man. Doesn't work like that.
Yeah, he wasn't throwing the ball. I think I saw a play where the receivers didn't even run. It was just
because he don't know what he's doing. Because he doesn't have. He hasn't practiced.
Exactly.
He hasn't practiced. He's been there, but he's not practicing. It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
What's the Russell Wilson situation? I seen that pop up on the timeline.
Killer, tell him.
He was looking sad in the interview. I saw he got benched. I'm
Who?
like, Russell Wilson.
Oh,
do they owe him money, or he about to get paid, or like what's going on there?
I think he's definitely about to get paid. Yeah, he's about to get paid because that was kind of out the blue for. I mean, I kind of get why, but you just paid that man to come there. He need to finish out that season, in my opinion. But they
basically asked him to take a pay cut, and if he didn't take a pay cut, he was gonna get benched. So just like anybody else, like I'm not taking no pay cut. So they benched him because like it was basically like a
what kind of shit is that?
Yeah, like that's what they do in the NFL. Like take a pay cut or restructure your contract, or you getting benched because like he had an injury clause. So if he got injured in these last couple games, they would have owed him the rest of his contract. So he's like, nah, I'm not doing that. So they benched him. So fine, they do that, but guess what? You still got to pay him. And ultimately, I think this is the best thing for Russ. You're gonna get cut, so you're gonna be a free agent. You can pick your next destination, but they still got to pay you.
Yeah, he about to get paid.
And they still like in the playoff hunt too, ain't they? Like they've been winning recently. They still got a
shot. They went on a 5-game winning streak, but then I think they just lost back-to-back weeks, so I think they out of it.
Gotcha. It just sounds shady. It sounds shady as hell. Like, so you signed a contract to pay this man this amount of money for this amount of games, and now you telling him to take a pay cut, or we gonna bench you? That ain't against the rules.
No, it's not against the rules. Not in the NFL. Not in the NFL. And I mean, they can do that, and just like they can do that, Russ can be like, no, pay me. Pay me in bud, nigga. Like, we suck. That's cool, but y'all gonna pay me my money.
Yeah.
Man, we got a lot of quick hitters before we slide up out of here, man. Shouts out to Jess Hilarious. She's going to be the new co-host of The Breakfast Club, replacing Angela Yee. It's been a year. About damn time they found the replacement.
Right.
Sorry, that's my programmer and me talking. But
right.
Like, damn, nigga, we want to get with the times, bro.
Right. Out of everybody they had, though, I definitely liked her as the replacement. So.
Yeah.
Same.
No, she's funny, and feel like she could hold her own. I think she had a little static with damn, what's her name? Sexy Red. Sexy Red was giving her the cold shoulder, and she kept her composure, real professional. And she looked good too. Ain't mad at that. I like a little Jess.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Jess. Also, a new bill in New York could force Chick-fil-A to serve food on Sundays. Who's moving to the NYC?
I might go visit. I ain't moving.
Cost
too much to park. Cost too much to park anywhere in New York. You can't go do nothing without spending $100.
You don't want a 500 square foot apartment to pay $3,000 a month for?
Hell no. Hell no.
Man, shouts out to Chick-fil-A, man. I recently had a grilled chicken biscuit from there. Ooh, a breakfast joint. I haven't had the grilled chicken breakfast joint before. I had the grilled chicken sandwiches, but not the breakfast. That shit was top tier.
I took my girls there this week on an off day. We had a daughter date and went and spent like $60 at Chick-fil-A, pulled up at the wife's job for lunch. But yeah, I think I've had the grilled chicken in every way it comes. That's my favorite. That's my favorite chicken from a fast food joint. So
top tier eats,
yes,
top
sir.
tier eats, man. So Switzerland is considering legalizing cocaine for recreational use.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that.
Right. Let's see how many people we know of the other race are taking trips to Switzerland this year.
That booger sugar.
I think there's like some stats or some type of study that when you decriminalize it like that, though, it's safer. There's more resources to be able to help people do it that are already going to be doing it to do it safer. So I have heard that there are some benefits of just legalizing it and now making it accessible and safe for the users.
My question when it gets that deep is what happens to the people that's already got? You know what I'm saying? They sitting in there like, bruh, let me out. So, yeah.
It's wild, man. It's wild.
Wow.
I mean, let's be real, man. They're not doing it. They're not doing it for the people that already use it. They're doing it because they figure like, hey, man, we can make some money off of this too. They've been making money off of it for years. We need to make our cut. Yep. We can tax it. We can get our cut. So it is what it is, I guess, man. Shouts out to Switzerland, I guess. Las Vegas woman who claimed to be too pretty was arrested and is sentenced to 15 years to life for killing her mom.
Was she pretty?
She's all right.
That's
about seven and a half.
Florida story.
Let me see.
No, that's Vegas. Las Vegas, man. Like it's wild out there in Vegas right now, man. I was talking to my brother about some of the stuff that's going on out there with the Airbnb situation. They're trying to outlaw Airbnbs out there in Las Vegas to basically force people to stay at the casinos and stuff like that. The flooding that's going on out there. You got the G League player killing that woman and dumping her in the desert and shit. Like it's wild out there in Vegas right now.
Yeah, Vegas always been that way though. It's Sin City for a reason.
Factual. Supermarket delivery guy. He won the lottery for $5 million out there in the UK, but he still worked his shift on December 23rd so he wouldn't leave his colleagues in the wind. Would y'all do that?
Yeah, I'll give him one more.
Well, I would give him one more.
Because that whole shift, I'm going to be in there like, I ain't doing a motherfucking thing. But I come hold it down for the crew one last time because they ain't about to see me after the 23rd.
Yeah.
I don't believe y'all niggas. I'm gonna just say I don't believe y'all. I refuse to believe y'all. Shouts out to Johnny Johnston, great guy, better man than me. It's the deuces. Soon as that check hits the account, it's over. It's over. It's no call, no show. It's you changing my phone number. You're never gonna hear from me again.
They're like, where Kev go? They don't know. Nobody knows you won.
Exactly.
If I don't show up for my crew, the store is not gonna be open. So it's gonna be over like that for a lot of people's jobs. So I'll come give them the heads up one more time that killer out of here.
Pass somebody the keys.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna leave them there. They'll
figure it out.
Hell yeah.
Dizzle, you brought this to the table, man. So I'll let you kick it off. What was your best purchase of 2023?
Yeah, me and my wife every time we use it, be talking about it. And we bought a vacuum, like cordless vacuum. I think it was like $700 or $800, but we got it used for $200, and it's one of the best purchases.
It got the light on it and everything.
What's the light?
Oh, you haven't seen those? It has the one Shayla was telling me about has a light on it, so you can see where the dirt is or whatever. Like you vacuum, you go over one spot and you got to keep going over it or whatever. Yeah. So it brightens up so you can see exactly where the dust particles are and everything like that. It wasn't $800, but it was up there though.
I ain't know about that, but vacuum was a great purchase. It just make cleaning so much easier, not having the whole cord. The worst part about vacuuming is wrapping up the cord afterwards, bro. That should be fucking hassle.
I'll say that's not the worst part. The worst part is the cord's not long enough because you'd be halfway across the room and you'd be like trying to get in. You got to unplug it, find another socket to get in and get the other half of the room. At least that's my struggle.
Yeah.
And then, so the vacuum was a great purchase, and then the dishwasher. So it makes our life so much easier, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So yeah, what were y'all most useful or best purchases of the year?
For me, I got a new Mac at the beginning of the year. That was big. I got a new DJ controller. That was big. But to be honest, the one that I truly, even though those make me money and those are great, I truly enjoyed how I bossed up and did the whole Vegas trip for the wife with the Usher tickets and that was a pretty penny that I spent, and but we had a great time. So that was one of my more frugal but best time purchases that I had this year.
Shouts out to Marcus talking about the vacuums being old. Yes, Dizzle, you're officially old man status. So the best purchase was the vacuum.
Right. Yeah, and it's I thought about it when I bought the vacuum. I bought it at the local spot. It's called Vax and Videos. Always been a spot in Huber where they sell used video games that I used to go to when I was a kid, like 10 years old. I'm going in there looking at all the video games. Now I'm going in there looking for vacuums. So we're definitely at that age.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of being old, normally I would talk about some of these damn shoes that's on this wall. And on that wall over there would be my best purchase. But I'm going to say the new fence for the house. The fence was leaning heavily. And not only did we get the fence fixed and repaired and it was looking nice and pretty, but we got the new gate. The new gate got a nice little clackety to it. So, ain't no coming in and coming out. The wind ain't blowing the thing open and everything like that. And it made our driveway longer so we could park more cars if we get more cars. So the new fence. I'm gonna say the new fence is the best purchase of 2023. I would have said the roof, but we got that in 2022. But I'm gonna go with the fence. Speaking of 2023, this is the last day of 2023, and we always got to talk New Year's resolutions. Give me the one New Year's resolution that you are going to do. Not, these are the things I'm trying to get done. New me, new year. I'm gonna go to the gym, all that shit. Give me one that you know for sure you're gonna do.
Less door dashing.
If I look at last year,
no, this was the year of door dashing.
The year of door dashing.
So next year, gotta do less, man. If we look at our transaction history, it's ridiculous. I don't even want to know how much we spent. It's that bad.
But y'all had an excuse.
What was the excuse?
Lil Man. Lil Man was on the way. He was preparing.
Nah, man.
Working from home. Okay, maybe not. I'll try.
That shit cost so much money. Nah, man. No excuse. We got food at the house. Now I know I'm getting old because I'm turning into we got food at the house.
Right.
Just one. The one you are gonna do.
I am definitely going to get my credit card utilization down this year. That's what I'm going to do for sure this year.
Okay, for me, everybody talking about responsible things, getting a credit card and chilling on the DoorDash. Mine revolves around the number 52. There are 52 weeks in a year. My New Year's resolution is I will watch 52 new movies this year.
Ooh.
That's one new movie a week. So I came to this realization during this 2 weeks of being off work about how much content is out there. And, we all have like our comfort shows. If you're cleaning up the house, you turn blah, blah, blah on. Or you turn on NFL Network and it's playing a game that you already watched before, but, it's just on or whatever. Utilize all these streaming platforms like your Netflix, your Apple Plus, your Hulu, Disney Plus. There's all these movies out here. Watch the movies. So I'm going to watch one new movie a week for the year. So I'm going to watch 52 new movies this year.
I'm picking one. You got
one.
I don't know. I gotta think on it. I gotta find something good, something old, like Howard the Duck. Something old.
Speaking of movies, Dizzle, you had a slight assignment, and I saw that you watched Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
What did you think about the original Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy? I'm interested to hear your thoughts and opinions.
It was all right. It was okay. It was cool. I will say that. I'm always down for an original. That because Beverly Hills Cop ain't a remake or nothing, is it?
Right, it's an original movie. Yeah,
it's original. Okay.
Axel Foley is Axel Foley, baby.
I give him props, but it was all right. It didn't make me want to watch the second one. It was cool. And if y'all saying the third one is the worst one.
Don't watch the third one. No. Don't watch the third one. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that. Fun fact about Beverly Hills Cop. Originally, Sylvester Stallone was going to play Axel Foley. But then when they hired Eddie Murphy, they changed the script to make it more of an action comedy as opposed to strictly an action movie. The more you know. Well, shit, there it is. The last episode of You Can't Make This Up podcast for 2023. Happy New Year to everybody, especially my bros. Dizzle and Killer, man. Hope
yes, sir.
Y'all
Happy New Year.
New Year the right way and all that type of stuff. Speaking of that, what are y'all doing tonight?
I ain't doing nothing. I might at most go play some dominoes with my boys, but nothing that involves being out in public.
Yeah. Big chill at the crib. I'm trying to drink some tea now so I can drink some liquor later. Just chill, get some champagne.
Pop some bottles. Same. Gonna be watching. Oh wait, the Vikings in Green Bay. So gonna be watching that. Probably watch a movie today. Just chilling, man. Just chilling, enjoying the last day of the year, getting ready for 2024, and to watch one movie a week. That's the goal.
Hell yeah. Marcus said dominoes, old age. I'm definitely 41.
A lot of old age on this spot. Damn, but the old nigga, man.
Right.
Shout out to everybody tuned in on Instagram. We have some comments on Instagram too. We are now streaming on our Instagram page. If you don't follow it, go ahead and hit the follow button. Say You Can't Make This Up podcast, man. So yeah.
Shouts out to my brother James Hill tapping in. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Fun fact about my guy, James Hill. He was the first person I met at Oxford Elementary School in first grade. Shouts out to my bro.
Was that a LeBron 3 or was it not?
It was a 3.
Yeah, I agree. It was a 3.
Ref suck. Yeah. There it is. You Can't Make This Up podcast. Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle.
We out till next year.
Peace.